How you doing, man?
Are we back from the dead?
He has risen us.
Yes, we are back.
Paul Bear. Thank God. Man, it feels good. We were at the brink.
I thought I was going to die. I told Sarah no less than 666 times that I was going to die.
Yeah, no, and neither of us, but especially you don't do great when you are sick, because you are so active and focused on feeling good, being healthy, right? I, on the other hand, also feel great. So I think we're both happy. But welcome to my world. I'm on the verge of another shard attack.
Listen, Adam. Oh, it's a 101.
Boys and girls at home and kids in the gallery, let's go!
Hello, Pack-a-Maniacs, and welcome to another episode of Pack to the Future. I'm your host, Ricky, a.k.a. Mr. eBay. And I am joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Dr. Chad.
Someone call for a doctor?
How you doing, Doc?
I'm feeling better, buddy.
Well, on this week's show, we are back and full of piss and vinegar. We are going to be giving you some big-time updates. I had a trip of a century you guys are going to love hearing about. Chad has some updates as he's making his transition to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, don't just go saying Northwest around Sarah, man. She's gonna.
Those are fighting words around there.
Oh yeah, she's driving over to your house right now. I'm sure of it.
Baby, lock the doors. We're gonna also be covering some hobby news, and we're gonna be talking a little pop culture in the hobby. I am super excited for tonight's show. But before we jump into all of that madness, Chad, do you have any show announcements?
Yes, sir. I want to give a shout out. We're going to start with social media and give a shout out to a few people who took time out of their days to make Pack to the Future, at least on Instagram, a part of their week.
Yes.
First and foremost, our guy Merle. So Merle puts together like this display case with this bat that he acquired or purchased. I forget what the story was, so I'm sorry, Merle. But he puts this thing in there and he displays it. He posted it up on his Instagram, which I love. Remember the puzzle that we did for Secret Santa last year?
Yeah.
So for those of you who didn't do Secret Santa, Ricky had this idea that everyone gets a puzzle. One puzzle is different from all the other puzzles. And if you get that different puzzle that we didn't tell you was going to be different, then you won a prize. And Merle did not win the prize, but he did put together the puzzle. He glued it and he stuck it inside of his baseball bat display case. So a shout out to Merle for giving it a shout out, though.
Merle's a 20 out of 10. He sends me more Joe Hendry shtick, and I am there for all of it. My wife's about to divorce me because I make her watch everything he sends me. It warmed the cockles to see that that little puzzle up in his display anywhere. The fact that, it always blows me away. We've seen this before around Christmas time. We had our good friends in Michigan had us up on the TV in a post. It just blows my mind when they invite us into their home and allow us to stick around for a bit. It is so cool.
Yeah. So shout out to Merle. Shout out to me for forgetting to add YouTube to our live stream for the show. So totally screwed the pooch there. This will not be running live, but people are still going to be able to see it. So good work on my part. Shout out to Boston Steve. Boston Steve went to Disneyland. He posted a photo on Main Street, USA in the rain, bought himself a card off eBay, and even used our affiliate link before doing it. What a guy.
Yes. I'm so mad. That look I just gave, I have to meet Boston Steve before I die in person, in the flesh.
Yeah.
Touch a hand, say a word. I can't believe you and I have both missed him by just weeks at Disney.
I know it. So close.
It's awful.
Yeah, it really is. So one other shout out to a listener is Carter. So Carter took some time. I expressed my frustration about the national last week, and now hotels. I'm going to throw out a theory right now. I'm going to tell you this. I told to Sarah on our road trip. I am thoroughly convinced that there is some tomfoolery going on with the hotels and the National. I am convinced that the most popular hotel where there is trade night, there is a walkway that is indoors connecting the National to the hotel, the marquee hotel that we have raved about for the last 4 years. I am certain that either Tops or Fanatics or somebody went on the inside, paid them a bunch of money and said, don't even release those rooms. Let us take them, and we're going to give them to all of our biggest influencers. Because I'm telling you,
right.
I've been watching it like a hawk, and those rooms have not been released, and all the other hotels have been released. I'm thoroughly convinced of it. But shout out to Carter for taking the time to also say he was bummed about card shows, and he is still trying to look and see if there's a central card show where all the guys can get together.
Oh, I would love that. That's really all I care about. I don't even need to be at the formal National. I just need to be at a decent sized card show with as many of our friends of this show as possible, and I will be happy.
I agree, man. And, it got me thinking, if Carter's going to take time out of his day to comment on it, I said, well, what can we do? That's what we try and do. What can we do for you?
We provide a service. We like to.
Your boy here took some time out of his schedule, and I updated our website.
Ooh.
So over at our website at pttfpodcast.com, of course you can go do your eBay affiliate link shopping, right? That's how your guys can produce this podcast and build a website. You're going to go do your eBay shopping. You log into eBay. You go to our website, click the affiliate link. Free for you. Everything in the next 24 hours, you guys get a cut. But take a look at this. Front and center. You know what I put in here?
Dude!
Oh, yeah. Card show calendar by state. And this is presented by Trading Card Database. So it gives you a direct link to all 50 states. And you want to say, you know what? I wonder, because I did this, said, hey, I'm going to be living right across the water from Portland, Oregon. I wonder if there's any card shows in Oregon. So look at this. You click on it. Up to the minute. Look what you got here.
What?
Saturday, February 21st, Lincoln City Card Show. Boom. Saturday, you get Front Row Card Show in Portland. And it goes on through the entire year. Presented by Trading Card Database. You've got every state, every card show. I even looked at Utah and I said, hey, what about the Classic Card Show? That should be coming up. Is that on here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You better believe it's on there.
When people reach out to our show, instead of just telling us who you are and where you're from or your Twitter handle or Instagram, you must tell us which card show you propose we go to in the bio.
I like that. I like that
This
a lot.
is where has this website been all our life, Chad?
Yeah, I don't know. It's, I would like to say that it's brand new and I'm hot on it. This is even international.
It's international.
Let's be honest. This thing's probably been here for a while and I'm just stumbling upon it now. But now you have access to it and you can click on it and browse as you are watching your favorite podcasters and YouTubers right here at pttfpodcast.com.
Oh, this is incredible. And it has if you look in the top right corner, it just has a screen that's just going through all the upcoming card shows this weekend. And it will move.
Yeah, what a great website.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Well
it's good
done,
stuff.
dude. Yeah.
So,
Yes.
So have some fun browsing through there. Should be good stuff.
Oh, yeah. We might need to look at these and break some of these down in a future episode. This looks fun as hell.
Yeah, it really does. Like Danville, I mean, I don't know where Danville is, but Talking Baseball's doing a trade night there. San Diego. San Diego does one? Dude, the Whaley House, one of the most haunted houses in the U.S., purportedly. Yeah. And then you've got Hotel Coronado right next door. Hey,
Dude, what find of the year. Find of the year right here. Well,
I'm glad you enjoy it. Oh, yeah. So
man, I know what I'm doing.
I think that's it. I think those are my announcements of the week. Oh, no, I almost forgot. I almost forgot our eBay. People have killed it with our affiliate link over the last week. We said this last week. Our listener said, hold my claw. Because over the last 8 days, they have brought the madness. Ricky, I can't fit everything on one screen.
What?
Take a look at this. Look at this list.
Oh my God.
30 purchases using our link over the past week.
The friends of this show are better than the friends of any other show out there. I'm sorry. It's just not even close.
It's not even close because even some of the stuff that they're buying has me just, my brain exploding. I want to highlight 4 of these things.
Please.
Someone is going wild on empty, open display wax boxes.
Interesting.
69 tops, 71 tops. The 71 tops is basketball, 69 tops is football, 74 tops football, 1970 tops basketball. And, I purposefully take out the price of these things of what people paid for it because we don't need to know that. But the only reason I bring it up here, those boxes cost way more than I thought that they would have.
Wow.
So
okay.
I want to know if you are the person who has done this. And if you are doing it, I want to know why you are buying these boxes because I'm so curious. But thank you for using our affiliate link.
And let us know if we can have you on the show because I want to see these boxes.
Oh, I wonder if there's like a great display. Could you imagine like every box from every year? How cool that would be.
Oh my God, that would be incredible.
That'd be awesome. Ricky, I need to put these into a randomizer, so I'm going to take down the screen share. If you can give me 30 seconds or so, I'll be ready to roll.
Yeah, you got it. We just want to thank you guys. And just as a reminder, when you use our eBay link, it costs you nothing at all. Nothing added to your price. Gives us a small portion of the sales price that we can then turn around and reinvest into the show and prizes for you all. Secret Santa is where a lot of our funds typically go. But we want to continue to give back and engage. So this is the best way you can help us. Cost you nothing but a little extra time. And you're going to get highlighted and entered into some of these contests for a chance to win some free eBay bucks.
I like it. Ricky, we've got them all listed here. How many times are we randomizing this for this week's winner?
Let's go 3 for 30.
I like it. Random number 1, which would have been Jadarian Price. How about this? A gold refractor number to 50.
I like it.
From Notre Dame. Spelling error.
Again.
There. Number 2.
TJ Harden, first black gold stealth refractor would have been.
Someone's going hard on the Bowman U Chrome. I like it.
Yeah, I do too.
You ready for the winner?
Let's go. Hit me with it.
You can announce it. Oh, gosh.
2025 Donruss WNBA, number 99. Anissa Morrow, Hollow WNBA logo. Dude, that was not bad. That was not bad.
That was not bad at all. Now, look, my reaction is that we have 2 main purchasers of WNBA that we are aware of.
Gosh, damn it.
But one of them is great. I mean, one of them is fantastic, uses our site religiously, and the other one tries to bankrupt us.
Yes, one of them is great. The other, a problem. Dude.
So if you are the purchaser of this card,
the other guy, can our accountant afford this if it's that other guy?
we're going to be taking a long summer hiatus when summer rolls around.
Oh man, we're gonna have to do a car, dude. We're gonna have to do a bikini car wash. You and I.
If you are the purchaser of this card, thank you. But please send us a photo of the card and send it over to us on Instagram, Pack to the Future Podcast. You will be entered for the monthly February drawing for a $25 eBay gift card. But thank you again.
Absolutely. And thank you all. We cannot thank you enough. You guys are just incredible, blowing our minds with the way that you're thinking of us when you're making your buys on eBay. And thank you for, in addition to that financial help, thanks for opening up to us what you're buying so that we can take a look at what's being sold on eBay and highlight it. I think that's the best part of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Chad, do you want to break or do you want to tell us about your week?
No, I'm going to fire it in there because I'm so excited to hear what you have to say. And your, dude, your transformation into Pop Ricky is going to pave the way for the rest of the show.
Some might say I was the 6th Backstreet Boy.
A lot of people, frankly, are saying it. I'm hearing things. Pacific Northwest are even talking about it too. So our little week in review is where we're going to head next. And I've got a couple of things, not so much card related, but Ricky, I took a trip up to Vancouver this last weekend. And of course, relocating from my job. Just before I did that, my work threw me a little party, a little going away party. They tricked me, these tricksters, which will make some people laugh. It's the only reason I bring it up. We have this thing called provider meeting. It's once a month. All the docs and providers get together, and is led by a great doc who does things right. But there's 2 people inside this group who just love to hear themselves talk, and they just argue with each other about the most pointless stuff that doesn't impact our patients, ourselves, and it just pisses me off to no end. So much so that I usually find a way to avoid provider meeting, especially since I know I'm leaving. So I come into work. It's on Tuesday, and I had Monday off. So I come in. I'm like, damn it, I've got 50 messages I got to go through. I got 20 patients on the schedule. I'm just trying to crank through stuff and go home. So I go up to my buddy Nick. He's one of the docs at clinic. I'm like, hey, man, provider meeting today, huh? What a way to get the week fired up. He's like, yeah, I heard they're bringing lunch. And one of the things with our multi-billion-dollar organization, they don't feed us lunch. They feed the specialist lunch, but I'm a primary care doc, and we're just the bottom rung of the ladder.
Yeah, I'm a government attorney, and I eat way better at my office than you do.
They don't feed us. So I prep my food. And so I make a smart-ass comment to Nick. And I said, nice of him to give us a heads up for the people who take time out of their day to plan for this sort of stuff. And he's like, yeah, I guess we got exception this time. And I was like, great. So now I'm like I'm just irritated. I shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Or, someone's buying lunch. It's great. But then my MA says something, and she never says anything. She's like, you could have it. You could have your lunch for an afternoon snack. To be fair, I get grumpy when I'm hungry, and I tend to get grumpy by the end of the day. But I was like, that's an odd comment for her. And I thought, there's something amiss. These guys canceled provider meeting, but blocked out my patient slots, and they had an entire clinic party for me, a going away party. They brought in barbecue from Bam Bam's, which is the only reason you should ever go to Utah County is to go to Bam Bam's barbecue. It's the best barbecue I've ever had.
True.
They had it catered, and they totally surprised me with it. And it was one of the greatest things ever. It made me so happy. Not only that, they got me a cake.
Yeah! Chad cake.
So
that's incredible.
Yeah. For those of you not watching, it's just it's a massive double layer chocolate cake with bright red letters, almost as big as my forehead, that just spell out Chad across the entire cake.
And, snap poll, just get at us any way you want. Which is redder, Chad's face or the red writing of Chad on his cake?
God, I can't. It's really hard. Like, you kind of have to squint to see where one ends and the other begins. But it was so nice of them, and it was a very lovely gesture. And
that's a massive gesture, especially at that place that does not seem to deviate from its routine much, if at all. No. And how cool for you, like, that you mean so much that they went to all that work and blocked out all that time for all their schedules. That's awesome.
That's the fun part. And, moving and relocating is the first time I've done it out of state. And I know that there's going to be almost like a grieving steps, to a move, right? And that's where it started to hit me like, damn, these people are all my buddies, and it's going to be hard not to be able to see them every day. But that's okay. So in addition to that, my last week was quite busy. Ricky, Sarah and I thought that we would roll up to Vancouver last weekend. We had eyed up like 10 houses to buy. And we're like, we're just going to roll up there. We'll pick out a house. We'll buy it. We'll move in next month.
This shocked me. This shocked me that you guys took this approach. I was
because you're not an idiot.
That you had broken ground on a new build the second you accepted it.
So that was our plan, but everything is HOA. And, we had that terrible experience with our condo being HOA, and then it gets hit with a multi-million-dollar stucco issue. And then the company goes bankrupt. And then we got, we were in charge of it. So
HOA. I hate my HOA.
we desperately want to avoid an HOA. And, Sarah and I drove up there, and we had 3 houses we wanted to look at. And of course, the 2 days before we go up there, all the houses sell, or they go under contract. So those ones are gone. So we're driving up there in this 48 hours that we had planned for this. And Sarah's been busy as hell trying to be a Pilates instructor. Your wife has been amazing with taking her required classes that she has to take. So shout out to Mrs. eBay for helping Sarah with that, because
She's loving
that
it.
has been
She's
huge.
loving it. And you know what? I'm loving it because it's the only thing that wears her out.
Well, good. I think they have medicine to help with that on your end, Ricky, but
Oh, Benadryl. Yeah. I'll look
is
into
that
that
what-
for her.
yeah, is that what that is? So ultimately, we realized very quickly, we looked at one house with the realtor. Like, we drove past 10 of them. She's like, cross them off the list, or tell me if you want to go see them for the next day. We looked at one house and we're like, this is great, but it needs like 6 months worth of renovation. And it hit us. We're like, we got to do something else. So over the last 3 days since I've been home, 4 days, I don't even know what day it is anymore. Since I've been home, we have, I think your boy finally found a place to live. And I think that we're going to be renting a lovely little house that's got a yard for the dogs. It's a brand new house, and it's going to be right in the heart of Vancouver. So I think we finally locked that up today. But just a public service announcement for people. It's not as easy as you may think to just drive up there and be like, that one's mine. Mine shocker for a lot of you. So hopefully you guys wrote that down. I can send you notes on that if you need it.
Not quite the same, but in the same neighborhood. It was particularly fun when I was at law school and my dad drove me out. We had not identified a single place for me to live. He was going to leave and fly home in about 3 hours. And so I had 3 hours to find the slum hole that I ended up living in that first year. So I feel your pain on some level.
It's wild. So I think we're going to be out of here in like 3 weeks is what it's looking like.
Damn, dude.
Which is pretty wild. But the show will go on. That's the beautiful
Show will
part
go on.
about why we've been doing this. So,
And to your point of like when you're feeling bummed, and it's going to be a bummed feeling. But remind yourself, we've never been closer as a world than we are today with technology. So you will
Very
stay
true.
in much better contact than I even did when I went to Texas. It's much easier to stay in that good contact, right? 20 years ago.
So a shout out here to tie this back into the card world before I kick it out to you.
Sure.
Portland, Ezra. All my Pacific Northwest people that have reached out to me. I'm going to be up there in a few weeks. You guys find a card show you want to go hit up. Even if you want to see me for 10 seconds of it and you want me to get out of your site, hit me up on Instagram. Let me know. And as time allows, I would, I need to get out. What am I good for? Like 20 minutes a week where I get out of the house and socialize. And otherwise I just kind of do my own thing. But yeah, if you can give me 20 minutes a week, that's all I need to recharge my batteries.
Well, dude, have you identified some card shows? I mean, you kind of teased it in our earlier when we were talking about the website, but did you find any specific card shows you've identified that I'll be there potentially?
Yeah, I did. And here's the thing about last week. So, Instagram knows everything. They knew where I was up there. And I was still recovering, from this bubonic plague that we had last week. And I see them. I'm like, oh my God, this is so great. So I like it on Instagram. I'm like, I'll just go back to it and find it. And we talk about it on the show. And there were 2 that looked fantastic. I have no idea what they were. And I don't remember what they were, but I know that they're up there. And that's part of the reason why I'm like, all right, you idiot, you got to go post the card show website on our website so that I don't miss out on these things. So yeah, they're going to be up there. Beyond me what they are, though. I don't know.
Dude, that's going to be amazing. That is going to be amazing.
I think I got slapped up the side of the face when I'm like, oh, you might need to find a place to live here shortly, and then my brain malfunctioned.
Oh, well done, man. You were really busy. And I tried to kind of follow what was going on with you. But I was a little busy myself. Because Friday, oh boy. And you'll get a kick out of this. Our flight left at 8 a.m.
That's early for you.
We had
That's
to
what
be
time
there
our
at
flight
7.
left Thursday.
Yeah, I told Kyla, I said, yeah, get me up at 6. We'll be out of here by 6:30. Yeah, I haven't done that in 20 years. Get out of the house in 30 minutes. And Kyla's about to murder me. I can say our morning started with, oh, and then the effing TSA person. So we have TSA pre-check. We're going
As you
through,
should.
and I turn to him and I say, do I need to take out my phones? And she said, no. Well, she and Kyla thought I was talking about my backpack. I was not. I had a metal wallet and 2 phones, walked through security. It's held the line up while I had to go back twice.
Idiot.
Freaking idiot. I will say we didn't have to sprint.
When's the
through
last time you've flown on a plane? Did you
I
carry
should
your
know
suitcase
better.
with you
Yes,
through
you're
the
right.
X-ray machine?
Well, I thought they knew who I was. Excuse me. Evidently, this show has not made it to the TSA yet.
Not yet. Yet.
There's still time. Yeah, so we didn't sprint through the airport, but there were no bathroom breaks. There were no stop to get snacks break. And there was no one in line when we got up to check in and go into on board of our flight. So they hadn't closed the doors on us, but there was no line.
Dude, you said you got there at 7. You got to Salt Lake International Major Airport 1 hour before your flight was due to leave.
It might have been quarter after by the time I got ready and we got our lift dropped.
What are you doing?
Kyle was
You
ready
and
to
I
murder
are
me.
never flying together
Well,
anywhere ever.
You'll appreciate this. I did turn to Kyla after and I said, hey, the next time I tell you I'm going to be up in 30 minutes and be ready, you tell me no, you won't. And we're doing an earlier time. That is okay. Sometimes I need to be saved from myself because I'm an idiot.
There are 2
don't know
types
what
of
the hell
people in this world. People who get to the airport in a timely manner, and you.
And Ricky.
Yes.
And Ricky. But, it worked out. The nice thing about an early flight like that in a relatively short flight, you experienced a relatively short one as well. We got to the hotel and it was breakfast time, right? And so we got a huge breakfast at the hotel, put us in an excellent mood again. We were back and kicking. I have to give props to the Venetian. We stayed over at the Venetian. They got our hotel room. They texted me at 10:30 a.m. that it's ready.
Dude, that's so key.
Go to a kiosk, touch a button, don't talk to anyone. Here are your key cards. And then when we checked out, here's the text. Click this link. It was the best experience getting in and out of a hotel I've ever had.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Now, we had a really busy trip. It was really in and out. We got in Friday, left Sunday afternoon. Night 1, we went to the Sphere over at the Venetian, and we saw The Wizard of Oz in the middle of the day. Now, I haven't seen The Wizard of Oz in 25, 30 years. If I'm being honest, I appreciate it. I don't care about The Wizard of Oz at all. If you invited me to your house and said my going away party, we're going to watch Wizard of Oz, I probably would see you down the road.
That's brutal.
No, I would really be there for you. But this is not
gotcha,
my cup of tea. This experience in the Sphere of watching this movie was mesmerizing.
Oh.
I was locked in for every second. Dude, the Sphere is like soaring over California meets the best laser light show you've ever seen. And when you're, and I'm sorry to take this into Disney, but when you're in soaring California, how the only complaint I have is they don't surround you enough with it. So you see feet dangling above you, that kind of takes you out of what you're doing. If you look too far left, right, down, or up. Not
I bet you're a no shoes guy on Soarin'.
No, hell no. No. I would like to be, but I am too much of a gentleman not to be. And
Good. I respect you more because of it.
chastise someone that does.
Good.
Now, the Sphere though, man, I'm telling you, you look up and as far back as possible, and all you can see is the screen. You look left and right as far as you want, all you can see is the screen. It felt like you're moving with the movie. It felt Disney-esque. the magic and the vibrance and it just was mind blowing. Now, the Sphere, that experience, if the Sphere was a NASCAR, that was like, hey, we're going to turn on the engine and show you how strong this thing is.
Okay.
It wasn't until night 2 that they said, now we're going to open it up in the road. The Backstreet Boys, baby. And I think you have some photos to share.
Oh, yeah. You ready for me to fire them up?
Let's do it, dude. Kyla and I, the second night, we hit up the Backstreet Boys. You got to dress in all white. My wife said this from the start. There's the dance move, the everybody rock your body song that we're listening to. I know all the moves. There's my white outfit. Michael Rubin, I'm ready. Call me for the white party. Okay. Now, what we saw. Oh, I love this part. This is the Joe Hendry meets Backstreet Boys.
Now, what you didn't clap? So let's play this.
I don't think he claps. Not at the
Joe
first.
Hendry?
He doesn't right away. No, he does not.
Oh.
The rest of the crowd claps.
What?
I'm telling you.
This is a big time fandom moment here.
This is a huge fandom moment.
In the video, he claps. In his video, he claps.
Oh, he does. And he claps at times. But when he makes that first spin out of the entrance,
I'm with you.
No clap.
I'm on it. Got you.
Now, we did buy white shoes in Vegas. I am a proud owner of white Lacoste shoes now.
I bet those were cheap.
Yeah, real cheap. Now, when we walked in, there were a ton of couples. They only did a few events, right? This was not a cheap ticket. They only did a few dates. This is Valentine's night. The couples were out in force. There were 2 types of men in this group. The men that were playing along dressed up like I was, and those that got butt sex that night. And then there were the rest of the dudes that were dressed in jeans and black shirts next to their wife in all white, babysitting them. They did not want to be there.
No, I was wondering if there was going to be anyone like that in the crowd.
A couple, but here you have another image. This is a video, actually. And you can see. Yeah, you can see, and they actually raised the stage up about 3 stories to be eye level.
Oh my gosh!
And you can see in the background on these videos, this is all the screen behind them, and it's just mind blowing. I'm telling you, if you pulled your eyes up above that stage, you were moving with the screen. I was legitimately worried about my wife. I mean, every concert I've been to or sporting event, tell me if you're this way. I'm like, watch the person. Don't watch the Jumbotron. This is your opportunity to spend 2 or 3 hours with this very famous person. So you better lock in. Yeah. This event was so insane that within 30 seconds, I was saying, I can just listen to him. I can watch the rest of this and just experience it. I don't need to see him.
Okay.
I cannot recommend, whether you like the band, whether you like the music, you've got to go to the Sphere. It was the coolest event I've ever experienced. I think this is a video. Hit play, because it kind of shows you the movement. Look behind him. And I'm telling you, man, it rocked you.
What
like it almost, I don't get motion sickness. It got me almost. But such a fun event. Now, again, I have to remind you, these tickets are not cheap at all. Joe Jonas was in the crowd. All their wives were in the crowd. A big bunch of celebrities. And on that far right corner of this video you have up, where all the crowd is standing, about 5 minutes before they went on, suddenly the crowd spread. And in comes someone with sawdust and a broom and a stretcher. Someone was overserved and got booted, stretchered before the show even started.
How big of a bummer would that be?
Dude. Kyla turned to me and she says, I'd never talk to you again. I said, I wouldn't blame you. But I do have to say,
this is cool, man. I've never been.
It
It
was
looks awesome.
really cool. And I just can't highlight enough how cool of an experience it was to be there. And they do a great job with the movie of like, and they've shown it all over social media. They have apples fall from the sky when the tree shakes. They have wind and stuff. We caught an apple and got to take one home. So that was really cool. But yeah, man, I can't recommend it enough. I do have to say for the show itself, listen, I was just the right age when Backstreet and NSYNC and these guys were coming to fruition. I was like all in. I'm like, I'm going to rock out to this. I think I knew 3 songs. The rest were just women, just, wouldn't sit down. We're in the upper bowl and they won't sit down. It was something else. It was something to behold, man. So
that's pretty cool.
Time.
Yeah. It sounds like a great time.
I'll hold on to those the white outfit so that when I get invited to those big important white parties, I get to go. Now, one thing we did highlight, or one thing we did on the way out of Vegas, was we stopped at the airport and we got there a little bit earlier. We learned our lesson. We had a little bit,
Smart.
Our flight was 1 o'clock, so we were able to kind of take our time a little bit more. And they, as we're walking through the airport, we find a sports card vending machine. Now, didn't you do this in Vegas once too? Maybe when we went, I can't remember if we did or not.
No. I think I would like to say I am known to throw my money away for the content of the show. However,
And that's 100% what this is.
I would like to believe that even in my most vulnerable state in Las Vegas, that I would not do such a thing.
Well, I do have to tell you, like I did. I will tell you, though, this was the best feeling of this whole trip. There were parts like where we were like, man, we're getting older. We spend a lot of time in the hotel room just hanging out. And I kept checking with Kyla. Hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you having fun? She's like, I'm doing great. But as a result, we didn't have our normal bills from going out, from, you know how expensive Vegas can be in the nightlife.
Oh yeah.
And we really didn't spend much money at all. The only thing I bought were those Lacoste shoes. And then I went into Lululemon and bought my first pair of joggers.
Hey, look at you.
And I haven't stopped wearing them since. I'm such a rube. But so I had
I'm wearing some right now. Look at this.
Yeah. Dude.
Look at my leg. Look at it.
Dude, remember like when we had sweatpants as kids and they just like bunched up at the bottom and like now it's a whole thing called joggers.
Yeah.
So I did have a hole burning. I had some cash burning a hole in my pocket. We get to the airport. We actually have a full hour before our flight even starts boarding. A full hour.
Attaboy.
We're 2 steps away. I don't realize that. I think our flight's boarding in 10 minutes. So I was an hour behind. I just wasn't catching up. We stop and I say, okay, I'm going to do this. I bought a blaster of Mosaic and a pack of Prism. The pack I think cost me like $14 and like the blaster cost me close to 90. I mean, it's not worth it. Please let me use this as a cautionary. That's exactly it. The fan stand.
The fan stand. Okay.
Now, here's what was a kind of a problem about this. I make the purchase, and it's a little finicky, but it eventually works. This box in the bottom left corner of the image you're showing actually moves up and over, like if it was picking up a soda or something.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
And then the product falls into it, and then it comes and delivers it. It delivered my pack of cards first, and then it sat in that far right corner where they distribute it for a good 2 minutes. Really? And my $90 blaster had not been given to me.
Oh,
so I turned to Kyla and I said, go get snacks right now. I'm not screwing this up for you a second time this trip. And she like looks at me like I'm crazy. And like, okay, I guess I will. She thought like she was bugging me, and I feel awful. I should have prepped better. She actually shot a video of me. I'll put it on our Instagram so that people can see the video of me buying this product.
Yes.
I send her away, and thank God, after like 2 to 3 minutes, it eventually starts slowly moving back and getting my second box. Definitely do not go to this stand. I mean, don't go to it anyway, but definitely do not go to this stand if you are late for a flight. And if you told your wife you could be ready in 30 minutes and out the door, do not stop here. You will miss your flight. You missed it! So, that was what's going through my head. So then I go sprinting up to Kyla when it's done, sweating like crazy. She says, "Why are you so worried? We don't board for an hour." And I said, "Oh."
That's well said. Yeah, good job.
Thank you. You know, and it sucked. None of these cards are good. I mean, yeah, none of these cards are good.
Yeah, what'd you get though?
Like,
basketball, football? What'd you do?
football. We got football in both. My Prism,
That
you know, a Dave Craig, Buda Baker, TJ Hushmanzada, and Chris Jones. Fun cards. I like the Seahawk. If you're gonna be a Seahawk, I like the old unis at least. So that was fun, and it gave me something to do on the flight. Right, like while we're flying, I just kind of opened my boxes. We got a Jared Goff National Pride base.
Okay.
JJ McCarthy parallel rookie card.
Okay. Is that numbered?
It is not. That's like you get one of those parallels per pack in the blasters. So nothing, like I say.
You should put that in a repack and sell it, bro.
What?
Put it in a repack and sell it, bro.
Dude, I'm going to sell this to you. John Lynch.
By
Do
God.
you have a 50?
Coming your way.
So we did open them. It was just cool to see the product. It was a fun experience to say I bought cards from a vending machine. I've never done it. But don't do it. Don't do it. It was a horrible return on investment. And I'm not saying this isn't our normal like card talk where I bitch about the price of everything. Like it's not you have a shot of making some of your money back. You will make not one penny. There's not a single sellable card in these products that you're going to get at the airport. So you're taking your life into your own hands.
That's fantastic. Well, that sounds like a good trip, man.
It was an excellent trip, man. Like we had such a fun time and really bonded. And it was just a wonderful way to spend Valentine's Day with no pressure and just to have some fun and hang out on Papa eBay's dime.
Wow, that's great for you. We our Valentine's Day was spent. We were both still sick. We found out we had nowhere to live in Vancouver, and we sat on the couch and went to bed by 8:30. So it was a lovely little Saturday.
As you do.
I didn't even have a chance to go to Bed Bath and Beyond.
Well, in that same vein, we're continuing to tweak and make our segments as good as possible and hysterical for all of you at home. So what we have, Tim's Talk.
Oh, yes.
Tim Talk. Text from Tim. Well, I wasn't raised a quitter, but to not hit a single hand payoff blank 1,000 on 20 to 30 spins is some horse shit. Slotty Tim lost his mojo and has the clap. This was Tim Talk. Text with Tim.
I almost died when I read that out loud. I was at work and I'm just laughing. People are looking at me like, what's wrong with you?
I almost wrecked my car. He has some experiences, man, that I don't think the average human will experience in their lifetime.
That's so okay. That delivery, that segment right there is perfect.
Done.
And we will just let people do with it what they want.
Yep. All right. Moving on. Little hobby news, Chad. What, you know what? Let's bring it home with hobby news. Sorry, guys. You're not getting any updates on pop culture. We'll cover that next week. If we want. I don't know. We're at 45 minutes, man.
Dude, no. The reason we are doing pop culture is because you went to go see Backstreet Boys. We are doing this pop culture.
Okay, let's jump to pop culture. No news. We'll bump the news.
Love it.
Do you want to?
I got it, and I'll run. So, in preparation, trying to think about this segment. Are you pulling up some music? Is that what you got going on?
Oh yeah.
All right. Ricky is searching the board feverishly. God, I don't know what he's got pulled up. And I will say this, for people who listen to Card Talk that come out every Wednesday, Ricky added some new sounds to the soundboard, which even I was pleasantly surprised about.
I'm working on it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're nailing it. So,
oh, that's Backstreet's back. Hey, did you know Backstreet's back again? All right.
All right, so here's what I had in mind for this. Ricky went to go see Backstreet, and I think it's one of the biggest pop culture phenomenons, especially if you grew up in the 90s and 2000s. And I thought to myself, you know what? Some of the most fun that I've had actually opening wax in the last few years has come not through sports cards, but through pop culture cards. So what we are going to do in this next segment is deliver you all things pop culture cards. And it's going to be highlighted by 2026 Leaf Pop Century cards, which are scheduled to arrive out in hobby stores sometime here in the next month or two. So, Ricky,
hell yeah,
you and I have dabbled in the pop culture cards, but it's never been our first go-to. You know, we're still sports. We still look at WWE. So I thought, let's kick this off. And I only did this a few hours ago by asking our Instagram colleagues what their favorite pop culture cards or sets are of all time. And before I finished up the show notes, we did get a couple of responses to kick us off, started by our boy Selly.
Yeah.
Now, Selly had one.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you know
No,
Selly
you're good. You're good.
is an amateur stand-up comedian and takes training on it? I need to talk with him about this. This is the coolest thing I've ever heard about.
I did not know that. My friend Tatsu did that and did some stand-up comedy. It takes a lot to do that.
I'm not that funny, like, or ballsy. Like, I have so much respect for anyone that'll stand up in front of a group like that and tell jokes. Like, I've got to hear about his experience.
That's really, I would love to go to one of his shows. And don't worry, as much as we portray that we're both a couple of not very nice dudes, we would be your biggest fans at that show, I can promise you.
Oh, hell yes.
But he said that his, the biggest pop culture card that stands out to him is a Shane Gillis Phillies first pitch card out of Topps Now. And this card didn't come to my mind immediately.
Yeah.
I couldn't picture it. So I went and pulled it up. So check this out. So it's with him and Bryce Harper. That's a great looking card.
And
Shane one Gillis of the things
is everywhere now. If you haven't seen Shane Gillis, at least go watch Tires on Netflix. It's the funniest show about nothing. He's hilarious.
Like and for this, this card you can pick it up for $9. Is a Topps Now card, which I like a lot.
That's incredible.
Dan, our boy Dan.
Brett Light Big City.
Oh yeah. And you know that the Dan's going to be bringing it. So, of course, he mentions something that he has purchased many times. The 2024, he went with Looney Tunes.
Okay.
Out of Fleer Retro. And he's talked about that a lot on his podcast, Brewer and the Baker, which, by the way, Ricky, I've been meaning to ask you for weeks. You've been telling me about, like, what you said is hands down your most favorite moment of the Brewer and the Baker podcast. Yeah. And you're like, remind me to say it on the show so I can highlight it. So
what's the sports card photographer on their show? I thought it was riveting. I love hearing about that from that dude and all the photos he takes. He actually took a photo of the card that Dan gifted his Secret Santa this year. I don't know if you knew that.
I hate you sometimes so much.
You think you're going to trap an attorney? You think you're going to trap an attorney into an admission?
I hate you guys.
You better come correct.
That's why I hate you guys. Green Stiller gives us his biggest pop culture card. And here's what he said. I'm going to read it word for word.
Okay.
Biggest missed opportunity is some event-worn Rick hair in that card. I think he meant Ricky hair, like your hair in an event card.
Clearly.
So I think that there's opportunity for some significant pop culture cards. But I thank all three of you for sending in. And it made me think, okay, well, that's a bit of a variety and a bit of a niche for these three people.
Yeah.
So
I love
then
it.
I said, well, you know what? What are the most valuable pop culture cards that have sold of all time? So I went to AI for this one, admittedly. I asked the chat GPT. And I think very timely, Ricky, I don't know if you saw this in the news, but the 98 Pokemon Pikachu Illustrator, previously owned by Mr. Logan Paul, recently sold at auction through Golden just this last week for $16 million. This is the current any trading card record at auction. Can you believe that? I know. So chat kind of lumped in Pokemon with pop culture, and I think it kind of fits for the purpose of this conversation.
I agree. I think you could even argue, I'm not going to argue, but I think you could even argue wrestling falls into that.
I wondered about it too.
It's close.
It is close. Other cards of note as far as being valuable within the pop culture, we'll rip through these because neither you or I have much to say about them. Remember the One Ring from Magic the Gathering just a couple of years ago? Yeah. There was a $2 million private sale for that one. And then we start getting into some things that I think start to hit a little more. The next one that we'll talk about is the most valuable, the 1977 Star Wars Luke Skywalker. The PSA 10 of that card sold for over $250,000.
What?
Can you believe that? Like,
that's
I
insane.
oftentimes think about these cards as like, I don't know, at a lower tier than sports cards for whatever reason.
I agree.
But they
sports
bring
cards are what cards
money.
are made for. What? Yeah, it's nice that pop culture can have cards, but they were made for sports, is my thought.
Yes. So it got me to think, like, we've got this foundation of what some of our listeners like. We've got the most valuable. And before we jump into some sets to break down, Ricky, does anything stand out to you as a big pop culture card that hits with you, either that you own or you wish to own?
Yeah, you have one. And that's the pop, I think it's Pop Century, the Entourage. Or at least an autograph or two from Entourage. I think it's multiple 4, right? 4 or 5. I think that's so cool. And honestly, I'm surprised that I haven't gotten... Listen, we often say about Leaf, unlicensed. Let's move on. We do try and highlight, though, Leaf does 2 good things. One, they have great autographs. Meaning a high number of autograph cards in a box. And you get some of these pop culture icons where the licensing don't matter. If you're going to collect pop culture, Leaf is the way to go. I don't know why I haven't bought into it yet.
They've done it, and they nail it year after year. And you're correct. My Entourage card, I think it has 3 or 4 signers, and it was like $90 is what I bought it for. And you're right. It can be an absolute steal. Now, before we jump right into this upcoming Leaf pop culture set that we're going to break down, some other ones of note. People on Instagram are blowing up wondering if we are alive because Riverside forgot how to stream directly to YouTube, even though I told it to. But other big time pop culture cards that I will see pop up occasionally that I absolutely love. Marvel. So like Sarah and I bought that box of Topps Chrome Marvel earlier. I think you could almost put Disney into pop culture. I know it's not all the way there, and Disney kind of now has its own niche.
I would call it pop culture, though.
Yeah, I think it still fits in there. And my most valuable card that I own is even pop culture with that Walt Disney cut auto.
Oh, 100%.
But I see people buying these and occasionally posting them, but I just don't feel that they get the same love, even though it can really bring us back to a certain point in time, whether it's watching a movie or whether you're going to Disneyland. But for me, one card that stood out that I don't own, that I really want to make an attempt to go get, is the original Batman card.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can picture it in your mind. I'll pull it up here real quick. Is the
Please
1966 Topps Batman.
So is this the Batman TV show, Batman and Robin?
I don't believe that's what it's based off of, but the costume is exactly the same. So let me give you a visual of this. There are no graded 10 PSA copies.
What year is this?
66.
Dude, and that's when the Batman TV show first came out. This might be the rookie card from that show.
It
you're
is
right.
the rookie
I know
card of
exactly.
Batman.
And you're right. It is not Adam West. Because it's like
but
an
the
image
costume's
card.
the same though, right? Like this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
costume that they based the Adam West one off of. And even this PSA 4 sells for a lot of money, like hundreds of dollars for this PSA 4.
What?
It is so
Dude, I
cool.
bet
On the
this was
back,
to
it's
hype
got the
the
picture
show.
of him running, So I think you're probably right.
Because I'm seeing here it came out in 66. That is so cool. Imagine getting that as a kid and you're like, oh, that's what he's going to look like.
It'd be awesome.
And I love that show. I'm sorry. I love the Batman TV show. The movie when they
it's
made
so
them all
cheesy.
into
It's
colored
so
powder.
good.
It's so good. Holy shark repellent. I slap my knee every time.
It's so good.
Oh, yes.
So
you
that
have
one
to have
stands out
that.
to me a lot.
Yeah. No, that's excellent. Now, you asked me if there's one. There's not a particular, outside. Well, I guess we just covered the Entourage, right?
Yeah.
I will say, are we going to do a follow-up on older pop culture product? Because I do have a set that I found.
Oh yeah. Fired
The
in there.
1994 Fleer Ultra X-Men set. They also had cards in 1993. Tell me if you remember this, Chad. In 1993, Pizza Hut gave away free X-Men cards. And if you Google X-Men cards Pizza Hut, there's only, I think, 2 of them, but I remember them. They were epic, dude. They are the coolest looking cards. And 93 is when you got some of the basic X-Men, but you had some cool images and action shots. Fleer Ultra the next year, though, boy, it really came out. And pulling these cards up, it brought me back to when I was 10. I remember getting these and freaking out.
Okay,
Dude,
here's
Pizza Hut
the
used to be so much
93 X-Men Pizza Hut.
There
Dude,
you
those
go.
cards are cool.
And they were nice cards. They were like thick cards, good card stock. They had like normal backgrounds, if I recall. Dude, Pizza Hut used to give away basketballs and cards. Like, I'm
So
sorry
cool.
for this generation that you'll never understand what true happiness is.
Agreed. Completely agreed.
Same with
Oh,
Blockbuster.
where's the 94? Okay, so
There you go.
trying to find the 94 Fleer Ultra. I wonder if this is the one that you're talking about. No, that's
I know.
2024.
24.
Okay.
If you just type in 94, yeah, you have it. Just go to images, maybe. I think, yeah, any of these images are really good demonstrations of what these cards looked like.
Okay.
And I don't know why. Like, this was like one of the first. When I first got into cards, it was wrestling. I think I then went to X-Men for a minute before finally going to sports. But these action shots were just so cool.
This looks pretty cool. And you even
Right?
get like a little bit of poster cards where you match a few of them together to make a
like a
large poster.
triumvirate almost.
Those looks so cool. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, and X-Men and Marvel should not be left out of that conversation at all.
Oh yeah, no, that's what used to get me super excited, and it's the only cards my sister-in-law collected, Josh's wife. So when she was a
Hey,
kid,
how about I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years.
I wouldn't have either. We tease her about it all the time.
I like it. Well, Ricky, let's move on to the main event here. So I wanted to break down, I thought that I would culminate your pop culture experience and some of these cards with the release, which should be coming up in the next month, 2026 Leaf Metal Pop Century. Ricky, you nailed it on the head earlier. We are frequent to dismiss Leaf, but in this scenario, we are going to show you some examples of some really cool cards. Have you looked through these at all? Or is this going
I
to
have
be
not looked through the
surprise
26.
to
I
you?
did not get to those.
Well, you're going to be in for a treat. I'm going to flip
yeah.
through the cards that they have on their
Damn.
sell sheet. Stop me at any point.
Julia Stiles, actress of note from the Bourne franchise. 10 Things I Hate About You. Sigourney Weaver. Ever heard of a movie called Alien? I think she was in that. Salma Hayek, total babe.
Oh, yeah. Now we're starting to get into it. How about this?
Whoa! Margot Robbie Dude.
It's a pretty good auto too.
Oh, that's sick. Steve McQueen cut auto.
And that
is
cut,
so
the border around the cut looks pretty good too.
Yes, it does. Nice and clean.
Those were the solo autos. Now we're going to start to get into some duos.
Dude, that's funny. Val Kilmer and Ben Affleck. That's really cool.
Batmans, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point. Okay. Oh, Sons of Anarchy. This was a show of note. A show of note. I am all in on this one. Katie Seagal, dude, she was important to me for multiple shows. Multiple shows.
How about this one? This to me is the chase of all chases.
Yes.
Saved by the Bell. A
Please,
quad.
Saved by the Bell. You got Zach, Slater, Kelly, and
so we have Jesse.
Showgirl. Jesse, thank you.
And then AC Slater.
Yeah. Oh,
what a
dude,
great quad.
That is that's as good as your Entourage. Like that.
Oh, it might even be better. Some would argue it's better.
Can you imagine that paired with your Entourage though? You could get a nice little display going of these like foursome of classic things. Oh.
It's so cool. I wish that they would have put like a Saved by the Bell photo, like maybe you get Bayside High in the background or something, but I get why they stick with this pearl type of background because it looks clean and it's consistent across each card.
I need a Mr. Belding. Oh, dude, my boys.
Are these your
How
guys?
come I didn't autograph
these
this?
guys are not.
Well, some are. One is Nick Carter I saw him. Chris Kirkpatrick is of your NSYNC, and Nick Lachey is of your 98 Degrees. You think I didn't know, did you?
Wow. I did not know that. Do you think they knew that they were going head to head with each other on this card?
No, but I think they know now. This is gonna cause some blood in the streets.
This will surprise each and every one of them when they listen to this podcast Saturday morning.
Well, Nick did tell me that he would be checking us out first thing Saturday morning.
Oh,
so.
Good.
Okay, I even dig this. Nick Cage. He's fantastic. I love Nick Cage.
Now, this is a cool looking card. I don't understand if this is a die cut or if it's just the way that we are seeing it presented, but it looks like one of those movie action reels, or I guess the, what do they call it? The markers. The marker.
Clapboard marker, yeah.
For Leaving Las Vegas, scene 3, which admittedly I've not seen the movie.
Oh, you have to. Make sure you're in an okay mood, though. It is dark. But
okay.
It is very good. Dark humor. It's a very good movie. I love Nicolas Cage and how crazy that guy is. I think I may need to own this one. A die cut. I think it is die cut too. I really hope it's die cut.
It kind of looks like it is, which would be really cool.
Woo!
We get Winona Ryder. A good looking card.
Of note.
How about these guys? Superman, Batman. A couple of dudes.
Dude.
Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck.
Product.
We got a couple more here. You good for me to continue to click through these?
Yeah.
You good
I'm
on
loving
time?
this, dude.
How about this next one? How about this Breaking Bad trio?
Cranston, Paul, and Esposito.
So good.
Oh, such a good
Now
show.
we even start getting into some Marvel. So you got Jeremy Renner, Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Rudd. Some of the cast of Avengers.
There's not a single hit we've seen, and I realize these are the biggest hits. There's not a single hit we've seen I've been unhappy with.
Anthony Hopkins, Val Kilmer.
De Niro.
Now, I couldn't put together... Oh, okay, so this is a Dreamcast, perhaps an insert set. It looks like it's a gold vinyl, which looks really good.
Yes,
so
it
the
does.
Dreamcast in this scenario is Robert De Niro, Anthony Hopkins, and Clint Eastwood.
You wouldn't see that movie? You wouldn't throw down your $15.99 to see that movie?
Oh, give me an extra large popcorn and all the butter you got.
And scissors. What?
How about this one? I love this one. Love it. So this is Nightmares, and the background looks very red, very gory, almost like there's blood streaking down the back. And this is Tobin Bell from the first Saw movie, after he gets up from inside of that cellar and surprises everyone that he's not one of the deceased, to reveal that he is in fact the bad guy, and gets up and walks out. Classic horror movie bit right there.
That, for if you are big into horror, that is the way. That's a perfect card for you.
Dude,
Oh my
look at
God.
this. Look at
This is
this. So
when-
this is what, a 16 autograph booklet
Yeah,
of just the biggest names
ever
Pretty much.
imagined.
that you could ever imagine.
Travolta, Kilmer,
Harrison Ford.
Affleck. Ford.
God. Yeah, Travolta's on there. Richard Dreyfuss. Just massive. Absolutely massive.
That's insane.
So
Mila Djokovic. She's a, and I think that this movie, I can't think of the movie series this is from, but
Me
she has a
neither.
big following. Resident Evil, maybe.
Oh, I bet that's it. It does say sci-fi signatures, and so I bet you're right.
And she is a huge, Sean Astin, dude.
From the
Young
Goonies.
Sean Astin.
Oh yeah. Yeah, before his Stranger Things days.
And
There
before
it
he
is.
went and played in Notre Dame.
Yeah, it was pre-Notre Dame. It was. A-Team, Mr. T.
Yes. Yes. That's amazing.
That's so good. Let's just show one more here, which is another Marvel. So Karen Gillan. Gillan? Is that how you say her name?
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Palm Clementif, which you may know from. God, this is kind of a smatter. I guess they would all be together in Avengers,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So some fantastic stuff. This product comes with 4 signature cards per box and 2 proofs, including everything that we just discussed, including other signers, reportedly with Johnny Depp, Gal Gadot,
Gal
and
Gadot.
many, many others.
Dude, you
as
need
well.
the Gillian Anderson. Can you imagine if they do an X-Files dual auto?
Oh, I would need
Get outta here.
it. So
Rainn Wilson.
that'd be pretty cool. Is he on there? Is he listed
is.
on there?
Yep. Right next. You got him. Right. Go right, left one, and down. Underneath Kate Beckinsale.
Oh yeah, there
baby.
he is. So Ricky, I thought some pretty cool stuff, and for people who perhaps are looking for a way to deviate outside of Fanatics, outside of Panini, maybe you want to look into something where it brings you a little bit more enjoyment, so you're not just hitting some scrub off the bench. Maybe you can go check out some Leaf Pop Century.
Oh, dude. Well done.
Are you in there? Is your white card that I posted on the photo for this show on the thumbnail? I wonder if that's going to be in there. You
It
didn't make the
should
sale
be.
sheet.
We do need to figure out a way to make that card come to life and to insert a piece of hair. I'll just leave it at that. We'll give it away. We'll make $1 million. But what are we doing with our lives?
I love it. I absolutely love it.
All right. Well, it's been another really fun show. For Chad, I'm Ricky, the 6th Backstreet Boys, wishing all of you a one of one night. Everybody. Oh. While we were in Vegas, we ran into a couple from Omaha, actually. And we asked them about Bright Light, Big City, Kansas City, Dan's Bakery.
Yeah.
And they told us